Hi all, this is Dr. Chase coming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is beautiful for this time of year and Wall Street is flat on a Friday. Linda, how you doing? Ben Fowler is with us. Ben is a supporter of AABB, a penny stock that we've talked about a number of times on this show. The main topic of discussion today will be Sava, Novis, AVXL, Lilly perhaps, the common theme being Alzheimer's and to a lesser extent Parkinson's. So I'm taking it alone today, I think. I don't know if Kamal is going to be with me or not. That's iffy. Professor Spike is in Vegas, and Arjun is flying somewhere for work. So it looks like I'm a lone wolf today. Let's see what Ben has to say about Asia Broadband. Adjusting to deal with KYNC, many more deals coming, massive share retirement coming. Very nice. So they're buying back their own shares. Always a good sign. Next comment from Ben. Mobile apps for the exchange. They have a commodity, they have a crypto exchange, and it's going mobile. An international marketing campaign to begin in the coming weeks. All aboard. For 10 cents, I'm tempted to say, what do you have to lose? I'm in at 12 cents. I took profits on half my shares at around 30 something cents. I don't remember exactly. So I'm doing okay. I'm a little down on the shares that I held, but all in all ahead. Let's see what Linda has to say. Howdy, Linda. How are the quads doing? Let's see what Andrew's here with us. Good morning. We're all friends on this show. Zeisman, good morning from Virginia. Good to see you, Zeisman. And Sean is with us. Sean is the most polite of all of our regulars. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sean. And hello to Linda. And there's a request for Tilray. If we get around to it, I'll find. And Heath hates to sound but like a broken record, but AVXL needs to push through what? 13.06-ish? What are levels of resistance? Thanks in advance. You are awesome, by the way. We will definitely look at AVXL today. We will chart it. Last time on the show, I said I was very, very, very strongly opinion that we had seen the lows of it. What was it? The low 10s, I believe. Pete is with us. So we have Pete, we have Linda, we have Heath, we have Andrew, we have Zeisman, we have Ben. Let's get started. And I'm sure we'll get many, many more. But if I'm going to chart all these things, we don't have much time. So let's get to it. KT wants FLDM. I got a growing list of requests. I sold half my FLDM. We remember I bought it on the show. MA is here. Hey, shalom. So I bought it on the show. I bought quite a bit of it, and I sold half of it for a very nice profit. I sold it at 380s, 386, I think it was. It's over 4 now, which is good. At 450, I think I sell another half or a quarter of my total position. Let's see what's going on. MA has a request. BWAC. All right, we'll chart that as well. Social media company. I think that's the Trump social media. All right, so let's get the show on the road. Let's look at the averages. S&P down 13. The Dow is flat. The NASDAQ is down 0.7%, or 98.60, about 100 points. The Russell is bucking the trend, up 13, or 0.65%. Crude oil is flying again today as it inches towards that 100 mark. 91.68, up almost $2. Gold is going the other way, down $1.30, but basically flat. Okay, so let's get to a couple of, you know what? Let's take a look at the trending tickers. I like to do that. Let's see what's trending today. Firm Holdings, Zillow Group, Sava, fourth most trending stock, actually down 69 cents, or 1.31%, after a phenomenal move from $36 to $57 in the post market yesterday, actually over $60 yesterday during the regular market. So it's practically almost a double in a few days, basically. SCNS has been a big move, but today it gives back $1, 28%. And let's see if any others of interest here. There's a lot of interest. Well, let me skim down the list. Any big movers? Yeah, there's a big mover in Kavel Brands. KAVL is up 71 cents to 253, or 39%. All right, so I think we hit most of the big movers. All right, so let's get to the charting. Let's do, first, let's talk about Sava first and foremost. It's not only the chart that's interesting, but the petition, the citizens' petition to investigate, for the FDA to investigate and stop the trials of Sava phase 3 for Alzheimer's was denied by the FDA. So that's a very big news. It caused it to run yesterday. Buying opportunity, any dip now is an opportunity. I think the new trading range is 51 to 63, something like that. And we're basically at that bottom that I think, what I think is a bottom, $51. Let's show it on the screen. Day's range is, we're at the low of the day, 51.21. I've been adding to my Sava for some time now. I've been adding to AVXL. I've been adding to ANVS. I'd like to see all of these ads pay off. I think this one is definitely paying off. I called my new trading range is essentially the 100 to the 200 day moving average. So let's see where they are. The 50-day moving average is the 100-day moving average is at 50.99. So that would be my bottom. And the 200-day is 62.94. That would be my top end of the trading range. So in order to really make progress, it has to break through the 200. If it breaks through the 200, I think $99 and change is the next path of least resistance. So it will get up there very quickly with a break of $63. So that's my feeling. That's why I'm adding on all dips. It would change my mind. What would change my mind is if it pierces a 50, then I think you could get a dip back to the maybe the let's see, maybe to the trend line support, which would be yesterday's low plus a little bit, 47.50 plus a little bit. So that's what I'm looking at. If it breaks through 50.99, 47.50, that area. Actually 47.60, 70, whatever, something like that. Okay, so I like Sava very much. I like the sector, meaning any company that has an AD drug, and there's a bunch of them. Keith is requesting AVXL. Heath, you got it. We're actually up 18 cents after making a big move off the bottom. So let's reload this. We made a big move off that $9.87, was it? Let's see. 9.93 was the low, about $10. And we topped out yesterday at 13.28, which broke the key level here at 13.42. No, it didn't break 13. We got to break 13.42. So we came close the other day. A break of 13.42 looks promising that it could run back to the 17, well, at least to the $15.36 level where the 50 is. The 50 is at, the 50-day moving average is at 15.36. I think with a break of 13.42, we go to immediately up to the 15s, test that 50-day moving average. That's what it looks like to me on ABXL. It's on an uptrend along with its brothers and sisters in the AD space. Let's take a look at some of its brothers and sisters. Let's take a look at Novus. One that I have far from given up on. And Novus has leveled off, but it has bottomed at $12. I feel that was the bottom, and it's slowly coming back. So it's taking the slow path back, but I think on any catalyst, any good news, this will probably pop and test these or run all the way back up to $40. So I can see a $40 target by end of the year on this one. Let me draw that in. I didn't give a target on Sava, and that's because the sky's the limit. But my target realistically on Sava is probably 120 this year. So more than a double. My target here would be $40 by end of year. Probably a lot sooner, but let's just conservatively say by end of year. As you can tell, I am very high on the AD stocks. As always, my opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice, check with an advisor before acting. Do your own due diligence. Let's take a look at Lilly. Lilly had news today. Positive news. The government is going to place a big order for its monoclonal antibodies once it gets EUA by the FDA. And they're effective against all variants of Omicron. With that news, we're down $2.46. Okay. And this chart does not look anything as good, anywhere near as good as the others that we looked at in the same space. In fact, it looks weak. We're trading below its recent upward trend line. A close below that would not bode well for Lilly. I think we could retest this level here at, let's see, I think that's 232. Yeah, right around 232 would be support for Lilly. Lilly, of course, is big pharma and is not going to move so much on any one drug. But the Alzheimer's drug, its Alzheimer's drug will cause it to pop. If approved, it will go up 100 points, conceivably, because it's big news. Any Alzheimer's drug that gets approved is big news. That's why Sava could theoretically, upon really good news in its phase 3 trial, could pop from $50 to $500. 10 bagger is not out of the question for a $2 billion market cap company. That would put it at a market cap of 20 billion, which is still cheap. So Sava's got enormous potential. So does Innovus. So does AVXL. There were a couple of other little ones. HCIU is one on. Professor Spike owns this one. I do not. For disclosure, I do not own Lilly. I do not own ACIU. I own Innovus and Sava and AVXL. And this one doesn't get me as excited as some of the others. Nice little Zoom channel. It certainly looks okay to buy, but it's at the precipice of closing below its lower trend line, which is really not the strong trend line anyway, but I don't want to see it close lower than yesterday even. Yesterday's low was 455, right about where we're trading. So it's a weak candle today, along with Sava has a weak candle today. But Sava, I'm just going to buy more after the show. AABB for Ben. We're at 10 cents and 10 and a half pennies. We're down 1% today, whatever that means. Probably not much. Very little trading today. It's kind of dead today. The thing is, I don't know. You need to have a strong catalyst to get this moving again. Is it worth owning? I think so, because you can get another pop to 30, 40 cents very easily. So this is a good one to hold on for. Hold on to, sell any news that'll get you up above 20, 30 cents if you want to play this one. And there are a lot of positive catalysts that Ben was talking about, which I showed at the beginning of the show. If you missed the beginning of the show, go rewind. Okay, let's look at BWAC, which was MA's request. Okay, so at a time when Facebook is taking it on the chin, a new startup is roaring up. I have my doubts about this one for long term, but for short term, it looks playable. It's resting at the 12-day. It's trading above the 50, which is bullish. Has a nice trend line. Made a high on Monday that was very exciting. Made a new high that day. Let's draw that in. It wasn't an all-time high, but it took out a key level. So that high of $97 was very exciting on Monday. And if that gets taken out, I have no idea where this could run to, 150. Who knows? It's not one that I'm interested in playing. I think it's extremely speculative. So let the next guy make a buck on it, but I think it's playable. Again, in the short term. FLDM, one that I cashed in on. Did I sell my half too early? Probably, but I still got a half riding. Yeah, I probably sold too early. We're up again. It's fine. If it gets to the 50, I might take. That'll probably be my next target. Let's see what the 50 is. 357. Maybe a little less. No, not 357. The 50-day is at, where the heck is it? Oh, the 100-day. The 100-day is at 440. Yeah, I might take a little off the table at around 440. But not, the key levels are up here. These double tops right here from 1129. So let's draw them in. That 484 is a key level. Takes that out, it could really fly. So I'm not going to sell all of it. I'll sell probably a quarter. I sold a half, sell a quarter, and then keep a quarter for further growth. One of my better on-the-air buys was FLDM. The other one I bought, I'm doing well on also, AVCO, but I didn't buy as much of it, unfortunately. Did I hit all the requests? Let me go back. I don't have Professor Spike to tell me. Oh, Kamal is on. Let's get Kamal. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were coming.
How you doing, Dr. J?
So I'm hanging tough with a toothache on this side.
I
Oh.
heard.
But you know what they say, the show must go on.
Yes.
So I was talking about the AD drug stocks, which are really exciting. What do you think of them, Kamal?
I think
The
this
solve
is the year for it.
What's that?
I think this is the year for pharma in general.
Let me just stop screen sharing. There we go. So we get a better shot. This is the year for what?
I think this
For
is the year for pharma in general.
Or FOMO. Fear of missing
Pharmaceuticals.
out. Or pharma. I
Yes.
got you. So yeah, pharma. I agree. I think biotech is, that's really the future. That's where the biggest innovation is in biotech, let's face it. It's
Sure.
not really electric cars, which is exciting, but the real breakthroughs over the next 10 years will be in biotech. So you have to be in biotech, even if you're getting clobbered temporarily. I'm getting clobbered on CRISPR and Beam and some of the other gene editing plays, but I don't care because I know I'm going to make money in them in the long run. I just add to my position. So I'm very confident. I do agree with you about biotech. MA, yes, I did DWAC. I did do it. You must have stepped out for a minute. You didn't miss CRISPR. Maybe I'll do CRISPR after Kamal and I chat a little while. So Kamal, what's your thoughts on the market, inflation, and all of that?
Well, inflation has its positives and negatives. Okay, the inflation's been going on for decades in the U.S. economy. It just this time is a bit high because of what happened because of the pandemic. But I think we're going to be past that in the next couple of months. People will get used to it and we'll move on.
Do you think the number 7.5 is a aberration, or do you think we're going to see that and higher?
I believe this is it. I don't think we're going to see higher. No,
I tend to agree with you. I think maybe one more month, maybe February might be higher, and then it'll taper.
I agree with that too.
I think once the supply side problems are fixed, inflation will come down.
I agree with that too.
Okay, so if inflation really is not going to be a problem, there's very little to stand in the way of this bull market, the way I see it. A couple of interest rate hikes, then we're done. If the Fed gets inflation under control, let's say below 4% by the end of the year, I don't think their hiking will stop. In my opinion, they will have tapered. They're going to do everything they have to do this year. And come 2023, the bull run continues. It's like indefinite. I
It,
don't see anything that could derail it, the bull.
I agree with that. Yes.
One thing gets me a little nervous, and that's Putin and Russia. Gets me a little nervous.
They just need some assurances, I believe. I'm not sure if they're going to invade Ukraine or not. I think that they are playing tough, and just need some assurances or guarantees and whatnot, and it will be resolved.
Are you playing at all the oil stocks, the XLE?
No, no.
I'm making a lot of money on the XLE, so I can't complain too much, but timing is everything.
Dr. J, you always make money.
No,
That's
no,
why we're here.
I don't always. I told you I'm getting killed in CRISPR. For
Well, that's
example,
going to go up eventually.
yes, I have full confidence that it will. But right now, if I look at my portfolio, I don't like the red number that
Of
prints.
course.
Yeah, it
Did you
hurts.
did you get a chance to speak about BCRX or not yet?
BCLX or RX?
BCRX,
Uh,
BioCrest.
sure, we could look at it. It's doing very well. Um, very, very well. So CRISPR is a big request. We should chart that. Madrigal continues to climb, says Paul. That's a liver drug that they have, Madrigal, MDGL. I don't know if you're familiar with that one.
No.
Tom is with us. Mark is with us. Bunch of people that we have today. Ense, Jackie is on with us, and she has a couple of requests. Wow. There's no way we could do them all. We'll have to pick and choose one or two. You have a choice between BRDUS, CRISPR, MDGL, NSAID, and BCRX, and that's it. Which one do you want me to do?
So let me just talk about a little bit about BCRX. Basically, what I understand, BCRX is in the 18s right now, and you're expecting to go to 21 and if it breaks into over 21, you expect it to go all the way to 25.
That's my call. Yes.
That's what I'm heavily invested in BCRX, by the way.
That is my call. That's my thinking. 21 is, I take some off, and 25, I might take some more off. Or I may not, but 21, I think I'll take some off. Just, because I have a lot of it. You know what I mean? Like you.
Yes.
Maybe I have too much. Take a little profit. So one of my close friends is taking a little profit here at 18. It's an individual choice what people are comfortable with.
Right.
So there's never anything wrong with taking profits, right, Kamal?
Nothing wrong with taking profits. No.
No, ring the cash register.
Just trying to maximize that.
Yes, you want to maximize your profits. You got to be a little bit greedy in this business, because when you have a winner, you want to milk it.
True.
When just like when you have a loser, you want to cut it short and not lose too much. That's the idea. MA says CRISPR is just testing your patience, Dr. J. I sure hope so. I have a lot of patience. I keep buying more. I mean, it's getting to be ridiculous. And I'm buying not only that, but I'm adding to my Beam, I'm adding to my Intellia. The only one I'm not adding to is Editas. And I don't like Editas as much as the others. I have a little bit. And Kathy Wood keeps selling Editas. That sends a bad message to me. I like her a lot. I think she's a very intelligent woman. What do you think of her?
I think she knows a lot, and she gets lots of tips. I do believe that. I think she gets tips, and that's she won't buys and sells based on that.
It's people that she knows, you think?
Right.
You
I
don't
just want to add one piece of information. The other day I was, going through TikTok and watching some videos and whatnot, and all of a sudden there was this video about CRISPR. This lady was talking about CRISPR and the innovation and the future and all, and I was shocked. Well, not shocked, I was surprised to see a video about CRISPR on TikTok.
Yes, that is strange. What is TikTok? 1 minute, 30 seconds, something like that?
It's 15 seconds. Some people have 30 seconds. Some people have a little more. But it was about 30 seconds.
That is unusual.
Yeah.
I've done shorts on YouTube, but usually it's just to whet people's appetite to come to the show so they could hear a better explanation. And Mark has a very good question. This is another one that I shudder to look at. I have big losses in this one as well on paper. Is it ever coming back? Now, the question is, ever, I don't know. But the short term, it'll either go to 10 or 20 or close to zero. So $1.45, it may be a good spec. I tried calling the CEO. He did not get back to me. I left a message. I did actually twice call him. And I don't like that because in the past they've gotten back to me. So I'm not thrilled about that. But the trials, as far as I know, are going on. And the thing is, if that hemopurifier actually saves lives of people that are very close to very ill and with COVID, you can name your price for this one. But it's a big if. And it's a phase 1 trial only, proof of concept trial. And they only need to dose 40 people, not dose, but it's a device. They only need to have 40 people to complete the phase 1. It's going very slowly. I haven't seen an announcement that they even did one yet. So that worries me. Am I worried? Yes, I'm very worried. Is it ever coming back? Ever is a big word. Maybe 10 years from now it could. But if these trials fizzle out, it's worth 23 cents. It's all hinges on these trials. It's phase 1 proof of concept. So it's either worth 23 cents or maybe $23. And I'm not sure which. You
I
have
think
any?
there are other opportunities, better opportunities out there.
Yeah, well, this if you have if you like craps, shooting craps at the casino, I think this is a good one for craps.
Yeah,
Instead of Yo 11, you put your money right on AEMD.
I see.
You
Okay,
save and you can save yourself a trip to the casino.
here you go.
Yeah. All right. So, gee, the requests that don't stop coming. Let's crit.
Let's
Let's
do CRISPR.
chart. AFRM is trending. France score wants that. Then Big Steel is a request. CRISPR. Yikes! What do we do? CRISPR, right?
Let's do CRISPR.
Yeah, I think CRISPR. They don't stop. The requests are coming in hot and heavy today. The day that I have a toothache, they're coming in hot and heavy. All right. Oh, look what I have already charted. Yeah, this we talked about, right? All right, let's go to CRISPR. CRSP. I should have been a little more greedy with my Fluidigm, not sell half, sell a quarter. Was the right play. Sold a little too much. CRISP is down again today. Very annoying stock. It really is. And it's not showing tremendous signs of life. It's being rejected at the resistance of 6650. So what can I say? It's like MA says, it's testing Dr. J's patience. MA summarized it. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere just yet. It does look like it put in a bottom here, but it keeps finding the lower end of the lower trend line, and it doesn't want to bust through that 6650 area. It's looking like a yucky pattern to me. If it breaks north of 6650, I'll be a buyer, heavy buyer. But in the meanwhile, I got to be leery that it doesn't break down completely. So
I like that trend line you just drew there. It looks really.
it's
It
a
needs
nice trend line, but what about the resistance? How many times did it try? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It
Like a
will bust
lot of
through.
times. It could break through, sure, but until it does, I'm not convinced,
I see.
If it does break through, then I'm coming in with a big buy. I don't know if I am or not because I got so much of it. I'll just add a little more. I just don't have the stomach to buy it big anymore.
Well, the market today and yesterday has been iffy. So those last two red candles are, based maybe because of the market.
I guess, but there are other stocks like Beam, I think, are bucking the trend in the same area. Let's look at Beam. So my CRISPR is a source of much frustration personally. I want to see that resistance taken out before I get too excited. Beam gave back its gains. It's basically flat, up a little. It had been up nice today and yesterday. Beam and CRISPR are twin brothers. They have the same market cap, the same number of shares outstanding, the same price per share. It's like they're one company almost. That's how they're trading. They both more or less go up and down the same. Really, really crazy. Oh, what can I say? For another source of mild frustration, it keeps making these lower highs all the way back. Lower high, lower high. lower high, lower high, lower high. I don't like that pattern. It's got to break that pattern. There is a nice upward trend line you could draw. But it's been making these series of lower highs for weeks, months. Frustrating. Again, it's found trend line support 3 times now. Seems to like that trend line. And it seems to, I think it might find support at the 9-day rather. So it looks like it's trading roughly between the trend line and the 50 as the 50 continues to come down. So the next test of this stock is to see if it can take out yesterday's high, make it one new high, 75.55. Just like if CRISPR can go past 66.50, I want this one to be $72 before I add. I'm not convinced. I do think we probably made a low here at 56.58. Probably. But every time I think that, these stocks make newer lows. But I think it did, because we have a very good low here, a slightly higher low, and a slightly higher low here. So we're beginning to get a sequence of higher lows, although fractionally higher. I want to see a higher low that's more meaningful. All right. What we got time for one more? What time is it now? One more and we'll wrap it up. Jackie had one, NSAID, another penny stock. This is like AABB, the Chinese version of it. Very big candle today, always a positive. But this is a penny stock. Penny stocks are made to run and collapse. There's a series of pumps and dumps. The question is, do you have the stomach to play this, up and down and yo-yo around? Again, this is more of a casino AEMD, and it's more of a casino play than AABB, which has, I believe, some real substance to it. This one, I don't have an opinion at all based on any fundamentals. Based on the chart, I don't have a strong opinion either, because these moves can collapse in the same day. So it could go from up 28% to flat in the same day. So no opinion on this one. Play this one at your own risk. I don't know. Do you have any opinion on this one, Kamal?
I usually don't like penny stocks.
I agree. As a rule, I don't like penny stocks either. All right, so we'll stop it right here. Any final thoughts on the market as a whole, maybe?
I think this weekend.
Last time you were on the show, you had a great call on the market. You're going to come up with another great market call?
I think this weekend, it's enough time for people to chill out about the inflation worries and whatnot. And I think next week it's going to be a good week. Now, long term, I think the springtime will be great for the market. March, April, May, it will be really nice rally. It will cool off for the summer. But I think the next couple of months, the market will recover nicely.
I'm kind of in sync with your thinking. This has been Dr. J and Kamal, streaming live from Long Island, New York. Kamal also is in Long Island, New York. And we're going to bid you goodbye. And Kamal, are you going to join us on Monday on Twitter Spaces?
I will definitely try to do that.
Okay, wonderful. See you on Monday. Adios, amigos. 4 o'clock Monday, Twitter Spaces. Ciao. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe now.